got out of court. Yeah, of course I wore my suit and tie. You got to respect the judge, you know what I mean? Get that little suit and tie on. Yeah. Here I am. Man, them people, they had their dogs here and everything, and then they leave their jug instead of taking their jug of water for their dog. Anyhow, I just got out of court. It was pretty funny, but it gave me something to ask the judge and talk about. But the judge, I've got to say, was very, 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 very nice and very, very, very fair. And she knew that I was in a small claims situation, you know, and that us in small claims aren't supposed to know all the ifs, ands, and buts and this, that, and the other about how to file. Now I learned how she got away with getting the first one dismissed. I figured out how she got the first one dismissed by what happened today. I didn't have enough description on the paperwork as to why I was suing Walmart. I was supposed to write out a big old thing about who, what, when, where, and whatever. Hell, I didn't know that. I thought that's what the court was for. But see, this time the judge explained that and stuff. It was totally different. And I proposed, because she said she also got an order to hear this other case and set it. And I asked her if she could just set them off for December, because I had to come back on the 10th. And the lawyer tried the same thing of getting the case dismissed. That did not work. And that's when I found out how she did that the last time. She tried that again, and like I say, that didn't work. Give me a minute, I'm trying to get my AC turned on. There we go. Had to get the AC on. So anyhow, see if a couple people want to come in before I go through this 4 and 5 different times. How we doing? I see someone's here. I don't know who it is. How you doing? We're gonna give an update on the Walmart here in a minute. See a couple people show up. I just left the courtroom. Yes, this is what I wore to court. Damn, Frankie just sent me a sticker. Where you at, Frankie? You should be here on the YouTube Live. Frankie Archuleta, where are you? What's up, baby dog? Well, let me get out of this. Hey, at least I wore a tie and a suit jacket, right? Well, I'm not going to make this too long of a live, so I guess I'll go ahead and tell y'all what happened, and people can watch this live or they can wait till noon. It was kind of cool. And like I say, totally different atmosphere with the judge and everything. Man, I wish she had been the first judge. But then again, I don't know if she had made the same decision then. But I did find out how she got it dropped the first time. And it's kind of blamed on me because I just said I was discriminated against and bullied and stuff, but I didn't say by who and what they done. And I'm like, wow, are you kidding me? Yo, Will, how you doing? A lot better judge and everything today. But I put it off until December she granted that motion. The lawyer tried to get it thrown out again like she did last time. And she said because of blah, 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 this and that and the other. And the judge said, well, what do you got to say about that, Mr. Jim? And I'm like, what did she say? Why am I not allowed to file discrimination because I'm a what? And she says, no, she read what I wrote. I assumed for discrimination, whatnot. I didn't know you had to basically put everything down, like write a witness statement, basically. Who done it, what happened, when, whatever. The lady watching the videos and all that, it don't matter. She can deny she watched them, whatever. Anyhow, I was supposed to wrote that out. Because it was just a vague of what happened. I didn't accuse who did what or nothing. See, I thought that's what court was for. No, it's got to be put on paper first. So the judge denied her motion to dismiss and told me that simply take some more paper and write it out. And she'll go ahead, and hear the case and everything. And that's when I asked her, because she says, another thing is we have this trial de niro that you just, went through. She wanted to know if it was the same case or when I said, no, different case, different store, different everything. And at first the kid in the pink shirt wasn't there. But he showed up, about 5 minutes late. He did show up. But, so the first thing was we corrected this. And the second thing was set the trial date for the trial de niro and whatnot. And that's when I once again said, I beg you to give me until December 10th, somewhere in that neighborhood, because I have to come back for the trespass trial. And she asked the attorney if she, had any objection with that, and she said no. And she's like, well, we normally don't set them that far out, but December 12th at 8:30 in the morning, both the trial de niro and the one I was today, both small claims courts cases, I agreed for her to hear them both. She seemed fair and all. I got her when I first got in there with the discrimination thing. You may or may not see it on the short there, but they didn't even put my name on the board this time. Outside the court, it names the parties. Everybody's on that board except my name. And I'm like, who's versing Walmart, whatever, Because I asked the judge, I'm like, Your Honor, probably just an oversight or whatnot. But, I went to see my name on the board so I know if I'm in the right court. And no, it didn't tell me nothing. And she's like, well, I'm sure you're on the docket. And I says, well, I know. I know that. You know that. But what about the people walking by? Do they know that? I said, do you not want them to see the word 420 Jim on your court docket or something? And she's like, no, and I believe her. But, I pulled that card on her, though, and pulled that out. See, Your Honor, that's how easy it is for me to get discriminated. You didn't try. You didn't do nothing wrong. But somebody decided they wouldn't put my name up there. Maybe it wasn't my real name, whatever. But technically and legally, they should have put my name up there. I'm the one that filed the case. If anybody's name should be up there, it should have been mine, But I didn't push it or nothing. I brought that up and showed her, and she understood and all. And I think that's why, I respect her as a judge and all. The other one, no, not at all. Kangaroo court, from start to finish. This one here, I give it a thumbs up. Now, whether we take care of this or not before December 10th, that's cool. That's cool. But you know where I'm headed. After tomorrow, I'll be in Joplin a day or two, and then I'll be down in Bentonville. That'd be my new home until Walmart talks to me and gets this settled. If they want to wait all the way to December 10th, well, maybe they can hire me as a Walmart greeter at their local store or something. Help me out. So that's it, all in a nutshell. I don't know what y'all think or whatever, but um, I'm happy. Um, the judge dismissed their motion to dismiss, so that was a win for me. And the judge granted my trial date to be in December. So to me, that was a win-win today. A win-win on that. Um, I'm pretty happy with that. This judge understood that this was a small claims court made for the common man. She understood that I didn't know on that small claims I needed to write Joe Blow did this at that time. You know, I just thought you put what the case was about, and then the testimony would tell everything. Uh, so, oh well, Mr. Gregg, it's really good because she could have found like that other judge, and found in the favor, and yeah, there's a lot of other things she could have done, but as far as I'm concerned, she did perfect today. I couldn't have asked for any better because I didn't ask for a trial today, you know, to go into the facts or nothing, and maybe I would have won, maybe I wouldn't have, but at least she was willing to hear the case and the facts and stuff. But now, see, I can write down there on this paper, I have proof in video such and such at such and such time mark that dickhead in the pink shirt, you know, blah, 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 and at such and such video mark, da, da, da. Yeah. Like the judge says, it don't matter if she knows your videos and she's seen them or whatnot. It's got to be on that piece of paper to the court. So, good judge. Really, I mean, I don't think she had to tell me that. I think she told that to help me out and all. You know, I think she was a very fair, impartial judge, like I should have got in the beginning. Ugh. I've seen people going by. I thought I'd come out and say hey if they was coming by to say hey, but they're probably not. Whew. Clouding up a bit. Oh, okay. How you doing? Yeah, hey, it worked out the best it could for me. Today, the judge did what I wanted and all. How you doing, my brother? Well, I think I'm going to take in my flags and stuff and move over down by Wicked or something. Yeah. Probably going to go park over there by Wicked or the McDonald's or somewhere and wait for my check to get here in the morning, and then we're going to move on over to Joplin tomorrow. How long I actually spend in Joplin, I don't know. That's going to be kind of up in the air right now. I've got to get pictures done and stuff. The lawyer said that she just looked up on the Walmart thing, and I am still trespassed from all Walmarts. Because I asked her, I'm like, you know, what's this bullshit? You know, y'all keeping this trespass against me. I said, I've got audio and video from 2 different stores that put the trespass. It says that they took it back. And she said she's going to talk to them and whatnot, which I don't know. I'll be over there talking to them if they'll listen to me. Because to me, that's stupid. Man, if I had somebody that I knew I could take care of my dogs from my motorhome, I'd go there in a heartbeat and let them arrest me. Because they tell me that I'm not trespassed. So you can't do that to someone. You can't tell them you're not trespassed and then set them up to go in and get arrested. That's wrong. But if they end up being stupid and want to take it to trial in December, at least this judge will hear it. Go. We got to get away from that. So anyhow, let me get out of here, my friends, and around noon. Oh heck, that ain't very far away. Yeah, let me get moved and everything, and I'll do my normal noon live here in a few minutes. Peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. I'll see y'all at noon. Peace out.